What's up, boys? We're back with some more of the Aethermancer demo, and today we're going to be poisoning our own monsters for massive damage. Whenever the ooze takes any action, he applies 2 poison to himself, but that poison also deals damage to enemies at the same time. He starts with a basic poison attack there, and then he can also heal your team while poisoning them all at the same time. Sounds pretty interesting. So let's jump right on in and see what our second monster is here. Here we go. This guy also has the affliction tag based on applying debuffs to enemies and allies at the same time. This will apply terror or burn to the first monster on both teams, and then he gains more damage and evasion based on the total debuff stacks among all monsters in combat. Sounds pretty interesting. Basic attack that applies terror to random enemies and allies. Basic attack that applies burn to target enemies. Sounds cool. So I guess we can use the slime thing to really supercharge that guy. Devil Dog Mephisto. So we gain 75% chance to apply power on interrupt. Start of combat shield itself for 5. 20% crit chance to evade incoming hits and damage a burn against enemies by 1. That sounds pretty good for the dog. He already has some evasion and some burn application. So I don't think we have fire stuff. I think we do have a little bit of water. Maybe no damage for it yet. No, Mephisto has the basic attack for that. So it should be easy to get an instant shatter on him if we have any water ether, which we do not. So I guess we'll just go over here then. Then we'll stack up some more poison. And all of those debuffs should finish him, I think, with the damage on him and then over there on top of that. Getting one of those guys for our team should actually be pretty good as well if we find them. I think he has poison and regeneration, so it could be kind of an offensive support to go with the ooze. First hit of each attack into wild damage. I guess that makes it a lot easier to stagger enemies, at least. I said pawns, coin to cleanse corruption, doesn't do anything for me right now. So we don't have enough for that, but don't even need it anyways. Stack as much poison as possible, I think. The terror will deal damage right away. That's a decent bit more though. How does an ooze slash him? What is he slashing with? Corruption cleanse +2, end of your turn, shield up to 7. Ally reaches 4 debuff stacks, apply power and shields. If that wasn't limited to once per monster, that would be really cool. Ooh, debuffs deal 4 more damage. It'll be poison, burn, and terror, and we have all three of those. Okay, that sounds really good. Enemies with terror, chance to miss each hit. And whenever they miss, apply terror to them. Kind of cool since he has some built-in evasion already. Action, apply debuffs to enemies. Apply those debuffs another time to the enemies and to self. Interesting. For your 3 fire ether consumed, apply burn to all enemies. So we would probably want a fire ether support there if we go for that. I'm kind of thinking we go here just because it sounds funny. Might end up being bad, but YOLO. What is that glow over there? Oh. Loading gold, I guess. So that guy has some burn-related stuff. There he is, poison and critical, and regen. That would be pretty interesting. He gains critical chance based on the number of poison stacks, and then he also applies it on crits. Sounds pretty good. We could have also done him if I had done the burn thing there. I think we'll just try that. Oh yeah, what are his basic abilities? I didn't check those. So he has Toxic Slash as well, and then just a basic fire attack, it looks like. That doesn't really feel that epic. 2 XP for 1 monster. So we only have 1 earth here. So we'll probably go fire on him even though it's not as interesting, and then do the water here, I guess. What is that? Bunch of burn. Oh yeah, I need to do the ooze before the worm because that will boost his crit slightly now that I think about it. We can, I guess, put 1 on him with the wild damage conversion. I have all of those, right? Oh. Guess I forgot then. Tank, burn, and dodge. So we have 1 earth, 1 water to spend here. We need to get some more earth generation, it seems like, so that we can do the double poison on those guys. Let's try and make sure we can get those guys down, I suppose. I guess if we kill him, then I don't gain the benefit from that. Oh well. Redirect to self, damage against target enemy. 3 affliction to all monsters, X debuff stacks randomly chosen. That sounds interesting. 2 wind and 1 earth. I don't think we have any way to gain wind, do I? Can I see my monsters on the screen? Yeah, I don't know how I would gain that. I guess we probably can't really use that then. I'm gonna take it anyway since nothing here is amazing. And then maybe we can get some items or special effects or something that work on it. Like, that doesn't add the wind tag to him, does it? Support action convert. Oh, I guess that kind of helps. One random ether into a wild ether. I don't know. I guess we'll try and find a support skill for him then. Next 2 battles. I don't think that really helps me much. I'll do 1, see what happens. 3 poison to all enemies. Yeah, I don't think that really does a whole lot this early on. If you find that right before a boss, it's pretty good, but I don't even know how far away we are. Where were the dogs there? So we don't even have any fire ether here. We can do 1 water and both of the poisons. We can do 1 stagger with his wild hits. Doesn't seem like we can really do a lot here. Oh wait, Terror converts one of the hits to wild as well. So this should be able to stagger him now that I think about it. Or wait, it went on someone else. That's right, it's a random target. I didn't even see where it went. Oops. Let's see, that's probably a lot of damage. With the terror on them as well. So we just need to get enough poison stacks to finish anything that's weakened. We can cast 1 earth spell, 1 fire, 1 water here. So this guy will have to do fire then. And we'll probably want to get some poison on him. No, that would be pretty bad, I think. 2 terror to a random enemy. I guess let's finish one of the other ones with that. And we'll have to go fire here. We'll want to poison first to improve the crits. No, that'll probably kill either one. And the poison should just finish him there. Every 3 crits generates wild ether. Ooh, that would work. He should have pretty high crits. Poison triggers on an enemy, applies poison to all enemies. That's really cool. No longer triggers at the start. Damage is doubled, applies to both allies and enemies. That sounds harder to use. Those both sound really good. This is always going to trigger 3 times per turn, I guess. So that seems pretty good for the double poison comp. Did that thing that I got that increases damage, does that apply to my team as well? to... wait, what was it? Debuffs deal 4 more against enemies. Okay, thank God. First hit to wild, damage of each earth hits. That's a direct upgrade for him. Seems fine. We have almost the same comp. 2 poison and a doggo each. So we have 1 water, no earth. That is rough. We can't even use the 2 fires. So we'll have to basic attack with someone here. Fire, earth, fire, and water, earth. I would prefer to do... well, I don't know, this is weird. We can stagger him right away. That doesn't really do that much. So I think I'd rather poison them. One hit on him will probably bring him low enough. Oh, the oozes actually kind of counter me because I put a ton of poison on them, which then does huge AoE damage to me. That actually kind of hurts. We have enough for basically everything here. Burn for every 4 debuff stacks among all monsters in combat. That is a lot of ether, Jesus. 1 poise damage for every terror stack on the enemy. All allies, and then terror to all enemies. That could work. That's more debuff application than anything he has currently. I guess the main thing is that he won't really gain any of the offensive benefit from his passive if he's using support stuff. So I'd really prefer to keep him as a damage dealer. Probably... no, that doesn't have any debuff application. I guess I would have to go there. I don't know if I'll ever be able to use that, but I think that makes the most sense here. 2 water. Yeah, I don't think so. Buff is applied, 15% for another stack. I guess he could get regen. He has the tag for it. That could be pretty helpful. What does he have? Support action. Doesn't really do a ton other than that. I don't think either of those really makes a huge deal. So I guess we would upgrade the epic. 1 fire ether on basic attack. 33% on any action. Ooh, poison hits. I think it would be one of these two. He's not going to be basic attacking. I guess probably there? So this guy can't even use a single ability, wow. He needs at least one water or fire. I want a basic attack with any of them. I'd probably go maximum poison, so I don't think so. Although, if we stagger him right away, that might be worth it. So I guess we would probably go here. Actually, that doesn't even... well... we'd only have one action after. I guess it's still worth it to interrupt that. And we stagger with that. Two earth, still no water there. We can fire on him at least, so I think that works out. Actually, the poison will get him. If we basic attack. Don't think I have one of those guys yet either, actually. So we can do one water, one earth, one fire, it looks like. This guy should go first, I think. And then always have him go last for the extra crit sacks. Oh, and I should try not to poison those guys too much. Wait, didn't I have one more earth? I had two, right? The heck? How did I get 2 wins? Where did that come from? Against all enemies, sure. I should attack with him first, in case we give him burn, I guess? Although, basic attack wouldn't even matter. Ally reaches 4 debuff stacks, power and shield. Poison no longer triggers at the start. Poison is doubled to both teams. End of your turn, shield for 2 for every debuff stack on it. These are all pretty good. That will only really apply to those 2. So poison just doesn't deal damage? Or does it trigger at the end of the turn, or what? It sounds like it just doesn't deal damage there. So it would just be for the trait on him, I think? That's a weird one. Oh, we could actually use his AoE attack to get that on everyone, I guess. Yeah, let's try that out. 2 poison to all monsters. Interesting. Free action. First hit is a critical. I mean, I guess we'll try it. It's kind of hard to interact with stuff that's right next to a cliff that you can jump up as well. Shield self for 5. I don't know that I care about that too much. It would be slightly better on him for now, but I'm kind of hoping we can still get some decent regen stuff on him. Whatever. So with 2 earth, I guess we do that? That's going to be a lot of crit chance for him. I might want to heal the dog up. Screw it, poison for everyone. Let's see what happens. Then what attacks do we want to use here? That's not going to be doable. Probably Toxic Slash on him. So we'll want to... Oh wait, I can't even do that. We can do that. I guess Burn would probably make more sense there. So we'll basic attack with him. And then hit him with a fire? And damage AoE, not too bad, I guess. Heal all monsters for 5 and cleanse 5 corruption. That'll definitely be helpful when I'm hitting myself for a lot of damage as well. Don't think there's anything over there. We have an okay amount. I guess we can see what's over here. Five % crits and evasion. 10% crits. I wouldn't mind putting more crit on him for the passive triggers. And then evasion's pretty nice when we're also taking a bunch of damage. Purge 2 enemy ether. I guess probably just that for all 3 of them. Then a bit of XP. Alright, this is gonna be weird, I guess. 8 damage. What all do we have? 1 earth, 2 water, that's it. So we'll have to do a basic attack with someone. Probably the ooze. And then I guess we'll toss a single target heal onto him. We could do both of those. That seems kind of risky. I should probably do that at the start of the turn if I'm going to do that. And then I think all of these come back after the boss fight, so we may as well toss some of those to get the corruption out. Looks like we have enough for anything other than fire. I don't know if I want to risk that. We'll just do the normal poison stacking on him, I think. Him and the ooze at the same time. We have 2 earth, so I'll probably just use the single target stuff. Oh, I can actually do that. That's a lot of damage. I guess that is worth it. End of your turn triggers burn on each enemy with 3 or more, applies 3 burn to this monster for each one. Enemy gets attacked for the 2nd time, triggers burn on them. Attack consumes up to 1 fire ether to deal a 5 damage hit and apply 3 burn. This sounds the easiest to get use out of. 3 or more burn. We only have burn on him. And we would have to use his fire attack to get that up there. I don't think I'm really built for that on this run. And I guess the Slime's Affliction thing technically can as well. Sounds pretty hard to use though. Poison thing again, shield self for 2 for every debuff. Yeah. We could use all of our self debuffs as well, and then that would cancel them out on the slime at least. Consume all ether to generate 7 random. %, another stack of the same debuff. Poison hit, rare plus 25%. I think I want that. 15%, another stack of the same buff. 1 ether into wild ether. So who do we put that on? Probably the ooze or the worm. I think probably the ooze? The worm will have a little bit more application on single targets with his passive. And I think we're more likely to auto-attack with the ooze. So I guess the worm then. And then probably just some XP here. Oh, that's cool. Reactivates target monster. Half-price artifacts. Yeah, let's try that out, actually. So with the ooze, he gains poison for every action, so you can double that up. Or you can simply stack an absurd number of poison with his new item now, and lots of crit there. It's probably the best for single target. For an epic augment? That sounds pretty good. Basic attacks generate 1 extra fire and earth. Start of your turn shields for 4. On hit, 15% to apply poison. Ooh, the critical hit bonus damage would have been cool on the worm, but we're kind of just looking for something for the ooze. 1 additional earth ether and +1 passively. That looks pretty nice. We do have a little bit of terror and burn stuff. Fire and ether. I think that looks better to me. So definitely basic attack with the ooze if we ever need more ether for the turn, like we do right now. We can stagger with fire first, and we'll do burn with that. Do I want to use any artifacts? I could actually do that before basic attacking. That's about the best time we're going to have for that. How do I activate that? The heck? I can't activate it. Oh, you have to Press spacebar again. You can't click anywhere on the screen, it looks like. Kind of weird for that one. So we have 1 Earth. So we probably still basic attack with him, it looks like. Unless I do fire with him. Which isn't the greatest, but I guess it's fine. That'll probably be enough debuffs on him, I'm guessing. Once we attack with the worm as well and stack up some poison over here. Yeah, 3 poison without even doing the slash thing. He has 1 HP, really? So that looks pretty good. And that guy's definitely dead to random stuff. Earth action from any ally. Poison to each enemy. That's insane. He can get incubation as well. Consume 1 Earth Ether to apply 6 Earth to target enemy. Apply 6 poison to target enemy. That's pretty cool. But it has a little bit of a downside. That's just insane with no downside since we're using Earth on at least 2 of them. Debuff, 20% to apply another stat, cannot trigger with itself. Damage of poison against enemies by 1. Okay, that sounds kind of nuts. I guess we'll probably replace his common one. Although the rare thing there actually is pretty nice. Yeah, it would have to be there. I guess so? That's a lot of poison damage. Don't need that. We actually have pretty good items now. We could use 1 more fire for those guys. I could try to do the random thing to get that. I would go with both of those guys first if I'm going to try that. Sounds kind of fun though. We got only 1 wind, rip. I'll go on him since he has a bunch of terror, I guess. Alright, big AoE time. I guess we can do his terror thing first. Buff up the damage a little bit. Do I do that? No. We definitely do that, I think. And then this guy should be absolutely insane with that number of poison sacks now. I guess we may as well. I wonder, does attacking actually reduce my damage here? With this thing. Spreading poison around. They should all just be dead here, right? Without even doing anything? Oh, I guess you can't even pass a turn in this game, can you? Doesn't look like it. What is that? Some weird alien plants. We can get another of those? Wild Ether. That would make it a lot easier to do the big slime AoE at the start. That actually sounds pretty nice. We must be close to the max of those. It's a lot of artifacts. So, what all do I want to keep for the boss fights? That would be good. Maybe one charge on that. Oh, we actually have the AoE at the start, so I'll definitely want to use that here, and we probably don't even want to use an artifact then. Oh, I need to do that before I attack with the wolf. It's less terror damage, but then his passive would be way stronger. Oops. Yeah, he should have insane damage with that many debuff stacks on them. +21 crit for a single hit. +1 poison damage? That is pretty big, actually. Cleanse 4 debuffs and 1 temporary power to target ally. I don't think so. We don't really have a ton of support actions. That part's not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But the item itself doesn't do anything. It's just the random mods, I guess. I think I'm fine with my items. Let's toss one of these to get some healing and corruption off. And then what all do we have? 1 earth, 2 water. I don't think there's anything we can really do for that, right? Yeah. So water there. And then I don't think it matters too much. Then we do that first, so the other two have massive buffs from all the debuffs. I could do that. That might actually be enough with the insane number of debuffs on him. Should have done that before hitting with a dog, though. $15 poison. Shield for every debuff. Debuff stack is applied to this monster. Apply the same to another random ally or enemy. Interesting. Terror +1, wild damage hit of allies gain +1 poise damage. That's pretty good. But I guess this fits the build perfectly. It does hurt us as well, but hurting us also buffs our damage at the same time. YOLO. So you gain corruption. I'll probably just toss that onto the ooze, since I think he can tank that a little bit easier if we fail some. Alright, we insulate one, sick. Every 3 debuff stacks on this monster trigger poison on the enemy up to 3 times. Pretty expensive. Poison on all monsters free action is pretty interesting. We just don't really have a ton of ether generation, but it is a free action. I guess we'll try it just in case we can get use out of it. Single target attack, chance to apply weakness. I don't think so. It's not bad on him with the critical synergy, but that's super nice, so probably just scrap that. I don't think I want to do that. So 1 earth, 2 fire, 2 water. I guess fire there, water there, earth there. I could do the random thing and try to get lucky on him. Need 2 wind on that, so I think that's not super likely. Random debuffs, go! Ow. So we definitely do that. Looks like we have enough for basically everything. Now random debuffs go. That's gotta be enough debuffs on him, right? Ow. Terror application +1, not bad. What is that? Oh, gold. Oh, I should have taken the gold there. I forgot you could do that. I don't think we want either of these, so yeah, that's kind of a waste. Oops. Oh, I guess you get the same anyways. Okay, that's nice. Damage of each earth and water. I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I think we're fine with those. So we probably cleanse some corruption here. We can do 2 earth, 1 water. Nine times terror over there. I guess we probably just nuke him down though. So if we do that, we can do double earth there and then fire there. Thinking... I'm not sure. I guess we may as well just finish either of them. Yeah, I guess with his passive, that probably would have been enough for him. Oh well. Consumes 1 Earth Ether for an extra hit. There's the Wild Ether on crit. That sounds cool. Every 3rd hit of an action is a critical hit. Multi-target actions. Every 2nd hit against each monster instead. Actions don't typically have 3rd hits. I wonder, does that include the Terror bonus damage? But I think we're going here anyways, just because his crit chance is so high for this build. Ooh, another heal corruption removal thing. We could have had 3 of those on this run? That's kind of crazy. Have 2 earth, 2 fire. That seems kind of awkward. I could use that and then instantly do a big AoE. That looks pretty good. Buff up our 2 damage dealers a ton. I could do the free poison. We have 1 wild left over. So we can still do a double earth here. And then with some decent crits in there, that should probably kill him with the poison. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. Or maybe 1 HP. And then we'll probably want to cleanse some of that corruption off here. Don't have great ether. I guess we'll have to basic attack with this guy. Oh, I should have actually hit with him before doing that. Oops. Man, this is a weird comp. Single target attack. If they have more than 4, purge 1. Nah. We have a lot. Let's go merchants. That's pretty good. I mean, we could put it on the dog. I don't think we need to, though. Decent, but I think we're just staying with what we have on those now. Probably just max out the XP, I guess. Critical hits deal 4 extra. Additional X damage hit for each poison stack on the enemy. Okay, that's interesting. Wait, that's actually insane. Because it's exponential with his passive ability. Then I guess we can. So because it's an extra hit, it can roll a crit for each hit there, and each of those could trigger that. That sounds insane. Looks like boss time. Alright, so I'm just going to stack the absolute most amount of debuffs I can, but I can't do it on Earth, I think. That would be too risky. That's the most important one for us. And it also heavily limits what I can even do here. So we will want to get fire if I can, so we can put some burn on him at least. Actually, terror might just be better. What do we want to do with the artifacts here? I'm honestly not sure. We can't really even spend ether. So none of these really do a ton. I guess we can do that to get ready for future turns. I could do that first, actually, after spending a little bit on him. That's probably the only use I can ever get out of the cards. That is a weird split there. We can at least do a fire hit with him now. But Earth is just a really bad roll on that for me, I think. Especially with all the free actions we have for it. So what we want to do is get that new attack on him and then double cast that if possible. That's only 2 as well, that's kind of insane. So we want to have at least 2 earth, 2 fire if possible. And the wild should make that pretty easy. So this will be pretty insane just for total debuffs throughout the fights. If we wait for more poison stacks, we could probably kill him on the next round if I want to go for that. And that sounds pretty funny. So we'll probably just go for that then. So if I'm doing that, I should heal up a bit here. And probably maximize the chance that this guy doesn't die, since he's going for the one-shot. That would be an extra 4 hits currently, so 6 hits. And then the one after that would be a lot more. He might actually die to the poison after that. But I'm not sure. I guess we may as well just do it anyways. Oh, wait, I need the artifact for that. Okay. Yeah, we'll just stack up poison and then go for the big combo next turn. It's gonna be complete overkill now, but oh well. So we need... Well, I guess one of those is probably gonna kill him once it's my turn anyways, so... May as well just go absolute maximum stacks now. An extra 13 hits with that. And he would have over 50% crit with his passive at that point. And so every one of those hits would have over 50% chance to apply another stack of poison. I think those are the only two monsters that have the Affliction tag currently, which is the thing that mainly lets you debuff your own monsters. Pretty interesting build. I think it was one of my weaker ones, but I also didn't really know exactly what I was doing. Definitely made some questionable plays there. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.